fine for them, so it could have been possible, but I don't know. It's weird.
No, wrong. That's the wrong base. Not base Sif. Not biased is the one you want.
Oh shit.
All good.
What's up, everyone? We're back again. Hopefully, Twitch won't explode, but so far I got green bars right now, so that's a good sign.
This time for sure.
So hopefully it stays stable.
Hopefully.
One can cross their fingers on this. We apologize for all the trouble that we're having today. So I'm just gonna load the brackets back here.
Looking at old John right now. Old John was like, "I just want to watch some damn Gundam, bro."
All right, so we're gonna get Alucard and Alucard's team and Nitsuano versus Western Canada's counterattack. So can't remember who is on the other team.
I already pinged them. Biased, not biased, and K.
Okay.
KCA.
Yeah, I see. Not biased is there, but no bias. But there's another player, Berserker 024. I don't know if that's the right account.
Nope, that means the lobby's public. So a guy just jumped in, and that guy is wireless, so you definitely don't want him joining the game.
So I am just going to kick this guy out of this room. I don't know. All right, so we're just waiting for KMFK, I believe, is no biases.
Nope.
Nope. I gotta pull up the team listing here. And K, yeah. So we're just waiting for K to join, and then we can get started. So far so good. The stream has not moved, so. Yep. So.
John was muted.
Yep, no, he's not. He's good.
Cool.
Yeah, I think if you put all the tech and the Twitch issues aside, the Gundam games today it's been a story of upsets, right? Like, if you had some predictions made before this tournament started, just throw them all out, because the teams we thought were going to win didn't, and the teams that we didn't, people weren't really sure about, have come up big. So, super wide open field. Interested to see how this plays out. Really, any of these teams could win it, especially with the way, Reem and HGR have been playing great.
I think that's been the craziest dark horse, where it's like everyone sees the bracket, you're like, okay, like you see a number of guys that you think are, going to do well, and this is not a knock on them, but then like you see, Reem and HCR really putting in a good performance, especially like they're just getting a lot of value off of New Gundam, and his defense really showed up. So so props are Reem there for being able to, especially to defend against Susano and AXG Comp.
Yeah, he said no to the Setsuna shenanigans, so nicely played there.
Hey, you know how we talked about like Setsuna, like action and stuff? He's like, no, enough of that stuff. We're not
all right, jumping right into it.
Yeah, so we've got Bias on Epion, and then K on Qboy. It's something, if you've been playing, these guys online, like this is a team that they've been known to do. And then you've got an Easy 8 H1 team on the other side. It's probably way less conventional, but Nitsuano known mostly for his epic his FX, his Asian 1 play. So a lot of this is going to come down to a lot of factors, right? Like, can Skull get in, and it can easily defend himself against this Epion aggression against Q-Blade, in the back doing whatever it is Q-Blade does, because the funnels might add up, funnel damage might add up, and then you got the Matchfire Shield to go through. So
yeah, Nitsu is he's playing what we call a cockroach comp, where it's 2 lower cost suits, and they're just trying to win the game by taking favorable trades because they're less impacted by overcost, right? So, and this is he's got a lot of experience playing this type of comp. He played with Jowie back in one of the early tournaments, and it's not too bad. I think it dies there, but it's not a huge deal. Stylo's gonna come back healthy.
Raw super from not bias doesn't work out for him, so he's gonna die in burst, and that might set that back a huge deal. So
yeah, comes the burst.
Burst coming in from H1, but he's gonna get interrupted by Epion. Ball's also
Stylo's trying to make this burst.
Did pretty well in his first life, recognizing.
Oh, he's going Titus.
Oh, he tried to do a super. That's why he's in Titus right now. But he's likely going to have to change back later. Yeah, because it goes through all 3 forms. It goes like Swallow, or Titus, and then back to H, I'm pretty sure. So, something like that. You don't really see that super probably too often coming from this one specifically. But there you see the Swallow come out again. You can immediately take damage from Q-Blade, remain in the funnel. And Q-Blade with that burst going into melee to finish off EZ8. Swallow is in trouble because this is game if he gets hit.
Yeah, but Epion's got to be careful as well.
Stay away. Thankfully to EZ8 killing for him. Epion just has to get away here. Able to
I don't know if he needs to go in there, but
yeah, he didn't need to go in there with zero system attack. Actually gets hit by his partner. And Q-Blade does the rest just to finish off H1.
I think Epion really tempted fate there going at the end, but he got away with it.
But KK was like, you know what, I'm finishing this game. I'm gonna kill both people right now. We're gonna get to game number 2. Like, enough of this stuff. Well, I'm just gonna go in with my melee reach. So
solid performance from K.
But that's what you need to do is especially when you're backing up against Epion. Is like he might not get everything, but you want him do your best to pick up whatever's left
exactly.
from that Epion engagement. So able to do that, and when you need to force the issue and get the kills himself, he did. And we're gonna go into game number 2 here.
Yep, 1-0 for Western Canada's counterattack.
We haven't talked a lot about EZ8. Specifically in match number 1, but yeah, he's gonna have to try to find a way to save off of this aggression from Epion and Q-Blade here. It's also tough, even though he has a boost recover tech with the BC. It is tough for a ground runner in this game. So we'll see how he does. And like as I said, that he's already at 70 HP. So we'll see if he wants to use a burst here. Just to save off some of this aggression and maybe make up some of that damage back. As we can see that Epion is just getting a soft combo for Swallow. Doesn't take a lot of damage out of it just because of the fact that Swallow doesn't do a lot of damage. Q-Blade is right behind EC8 though. And you see, as he turns his attention to Q-Blade, Epion is able to get that AP engagement. And now the burst comes out to try to make up for this lost damage from EZ8. I think he spends a lot of the opening matches trying to run away.
Here.
He wants in. He wants it really bad. Oh, yeah, he hit off the ball, but he can't finish the
fortunate drop, but he's gonna survive. Just a kaleidoscope burst right now.
And this EZ8 is... It just feels like he's spending a lot of time just having to run away, right? Because of the fact that, like, Epion and Q-Blade is such a big threat. Able to get some damage with the cannon form though.
Yeah, trying to avoid Q-Blade funnels as a ground runner is kind of suffering.
H1 trying to do his best to steal for this EZ8. Able to get a kill on Q-Blade, and
we got a mosh pit here. This is vintage NA Gundam.
I don't think he needed to start hitting Epion, especially when he's one already,
He's gonna find the super.
Was getting damage, but Epion finds the super onto H1, so now all of a sudden the game's turned over its head. Cubely wants
Everyone's in burst
to finish his game.
Who's gonna clutch it?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
So you see like a reversal fate. I like it seemed really bad for this ECA H1 team. Just because of the fact that he got hit with Epion Super. But that burst coming in clutch for ECA just to not one get the kill, but also peel off the shield in order to get that kill, just because of the machine gun fire from Esper.
We got a game 3, says Steve. Yes, we do. Crazy. That was a very scrambly game.
Yeah,
but that's like, what they want to do.
You see the cockroach putting in the work, right? Even though you take in those stats, you're getting, a lot of lives like in this comp. This comp's actually like 2K 1.5K is usually very versatile in terms of death order and how you want to basically assign that final death. So before you try to win out this game.
Yeah. It's important to remember that the uglier the game gets, right? Like the cockroach comp, they live for filth. They want to make the game ugly and have these little scrambles where they can take trades, and that puts them ahead.
Yeah, EZ8 getting hit with a bunch of damage just trying to scramble and get away from it. And we've got a burst less than 30 seconds into the game, and a death less than 30 seconds into the game, thanks to Epion negating that S-burst from EZ8. The other thing about Cockroach comps too is that even when we die in burst, it doesn't always feel super bad.
Yeah, it's a little bit less more forgiving.
Yeah, but this is a tough comp to really play out just by virtue of playing a 2K 1.5 comp. But you saw in game 1 it was doable. He's able to free himself from this mess and able to throw some damage onto Epion. But Keyblade Funnels, as we've mentioned already, that they are pretty suffering. Bai's being the recipient of some unfortunate damage thanks to Keyblade's pressure. It does happen, which is really unfortunate. We'll see if ECA wants to burst here. Not going to have the choice to be able to, thanks to Keyblade getting in that damage.
It's looking rough, for sure.
They might look for a double free kill here.
At this point, yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
EZA can put in a lot of damage, and he's got almost a full S. He has to actually flip out of it.
Bend it there. Oh, that's not good. Q-Blade, nice adjustment.
But that's Q-Blade, right? With the pressure. Also to note, you get pressure back
too low here.
First, so he still has it available.
Q-Blade's popping off. Q-Blade's going nuts.
EZA putting a lot of damage, as well as Q-Blade. Just healing for Epion to go in on ECA. And living on 2 HP, living at 0, because Keyblade again with that melee to finish off the game. So we've got a 2-1 victory for K and not Bias there.
Western Canada
but I think,
strikes
as I
back.
mentioned before, it's like Epion, is gonna, even if he doesn't put in that melee damage, you see Keyblade either, giving the damage with the funnels, or also just going in for the melee itself because of the melee reach.
Yeah, they played. I think the Western Canada played a lot safer that game. They kind of avoided getting pulled into the mud with the roaches. Obviously, K had a great performance. He was going from hitting S8, then meleeing the other guy, then back to S8. Like he was playing out of his mind. Great awareness of where everyone is, and then just good execution.
All right, so next up, we've got the other side of losers bracket. We got Toxic Pink Waifus in Mayu and Ans.
Okay.
So that's our Tio and Foxside against Atlas and Mayu. So. Hey, like you said, it does. Yeah, it's 4 guys who've played the game a long time, but like I said, the bracket, losers bracket, might go through Mayu and Atlas, and it might prove to be true. We'll see. We'll see if we'll see if I'm right.
Any predictions at this point? Who knows? We've seen too many upsets.
Yeah, this day has just been full of upsets. So
anything can happen.
Starting with day 1, round
the very first match.
Right off the bat, yeah. With Steve and Lolly putting in a crazy amount of work in the first game. So.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't escape a loser's bracket, but I think they can kind of look back on this tournament and be really happy with how they performed.
Yeah. And that's how Foxside and Dark Geo actually are able to play Mayu and Atlas, is that they beat Pure Steve and Lolbiso.
Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. We take those, as Ojama says.
All right, so both these teams are in, and I think we're just waiting for them to prepare, and then we're going to jump into the match here. So
sick. Let's get ready with that.
Yeah, so winner of this round fights the Double Providence team, so that'll also be kind of fun. That's
well,
kind of been the
now,
fun one.
that begs the question, though, right? So they're in losers now. They're either going to have to play. They're going to have to play a team. Whoever wins, it's going to be a team of two old timer FB players. Is this going to be enough to make them put the meme aside and play Gundam?
No, I'm gonna say you live by the meme and die by the meme. I just want to see
die by the meme. Okay.
Double Providence, like full out. We see RK and Camper on the other side. Our first, kind of like they're gonna pour in a lot of damage potentially with this team if they're able to just be successful. So even if they do take a lot of damage in the early stages of the game, the burst might be able to be enough to like take them back into it.
Sure.
So we'll see what the defense looks like in Dark Counter Reborns here as a result.
And you got to think that Mayu and Atlas probably don't practice against this team comp a lot.
It's a good sub there as well for Reborns, just defending himself even though he got bopped by Camper.
Yeah.
But this whole game is going to be them just trying to reset the map and just scoring knockdowns wherever they can. It doesn't even have to be big damage; they just have to get these knockdowns. Or able to, separate themselves enough to play their range kind of game.
Yep.
Lots of defensive options for both of those at that time. But yeah, the real part of the game is going to come down to first and see what Camper and Arcade can do inverse to essentially reel themselves back into this game, because I think this is going just about as we expected right now, but once burst happens, it might be a whole different game.
Yeah, as soon as the burst comes up, the game's cracked wide open, right?
Arcade tries to put some damage into Dark Hound, but gets killed off by Reborns. And Reborns
so that was a
little
huge play
bit
by Atlas. He denies both first life bursts. Really good job there.
Yeah, now they're in the driver's seat for match number 1.
Yeah.
Good 2 main on their get off Arcade. But that's the thing with Reborns, like this BC push to anything is probably good enough to get away from Arcade. Arcade's gonna get in and get this kill
nice confirm.
onto Reborn.
Team combo.
Arcade looking a little bit in trouble here.
Yeah, Arcade
taking a lot of damage. The Camper is gonna try to make up for it. I think they're probably committed to double 3K at this point, just because of how healthy Darkhound is.
Oh, he actually gets saved by the shotgun spray.
Reborn's having the burst available. Doesn't need it though. With the assist from Darkhound, that side sub, able to catch Camper at the wall.
Yeah, so in a comp like this where they're looking to get a lot of their work done by burst, Atlas getting that double kill and denying 2 first life bursts was a death blow. It's hard. That was a huge switch of momentum.
Yeah, it's really tough to get back into the game from there. You kind of just, fighting this uphill battle, and unfortunately it didn't work out. Also switching to Gaia here for match number 2.
Interesting. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't know how much of an advantage this brings. The game plan is still about the same, but you have, I guess, more range options here. I think the onus is gonna come down to Camper whether or not he can bank a lot of damage off of whatever Gaia does afterwards.
Sure.
But you can already tell, like, how solid Atlas has been on Reborn, so being able to defend himself in game 1.
Yeah, he's shaken off that that first round loss, and he's been rock solid ever since.
I think Gaia's gonna have to count the number of Gagas that come out, which has been none so far. He doesn't have to use it yet in order to potentially get in. But it looks like Fonset really wants to get in with PC Rocks.
Yeah. Oh, nice Oki.
But like I said, like even though Gaia doesn't get that damage though, it's like can Camper pick it up. We see the 8B combo come in from Reborns here.
Nice movement by Reborns.
And Mayu picking up a lot of damage just from the machine gun as well. So they're putting Gaia and Camper fairly low. Esper's coming in from Gaia onto Dark Hound.
Watashi wa time.
But the thing is that he hasn't been able to register any damage except for, you know... Yeah, he hasn't been able to register any damage off the Dark Hound. First from Reborns. So, probably hunting for this Camper kill, which he does.
I'll get Gaia here too.
Probably gonna get Gaia here, yep. Just the power of Trans-Am F-Burst from Reborns, right?
But if you look at the health regulation, you know, the enemy teams come back full health. Both these guys are low. Definitely super winnable for the Toxic Pink Waifus.
Yeah, it looks like Atlas is, you know, trying to turn up the pace a little bit to try to, you know, be as aggressive as possible and trade whatever damage he can before he dies. And he's getting a lot of damage in the bank. This 8B Oki.
Yeah, he's got a free play here, and he's collecting damage.
Yeah, he forced Gaia to burst up as well. And he was able to net a lot of damage onto Gaia. He hasn't even died yet. And he's just putting in work here. The Borza finally goes down, but Darkhound's sitting at 106, so still winnable for Gaia and Camper. That Garo funnel is not going to help their cause though.
No, not at all. So
Camper comes in with a melee combo. He's going to pay the price for dying. So now brief 2v1 for Gaia. I think he tried to do the burst flip. I don't know if you want to call it a bug or whatever. But he didn't get a lot of work done with that at first, but again, Mayu was able to pick up the win and the kill there. I think the thing is that like Mayu knows where he needs to be. He knows what to do at the right time, and
sure,
that's why he is a safe pick to get out of losers. Is like Atlas, he is actually playing fairly well in Reborns, but the other thing too is that Mayu knows what to do based on what Reborns is doing, able to position himself well, and just have that like macro awareness to finish out these games.
Yeah. Yep. For sure.
So that's 2-0, and they're gonna advance to losers quarters, I believe. Yeah, because it's best of 3. So they will be at some point facing the Double Providence team.
So I believe we're going to be running our winners finals match next, if that is correct.
Oh, baby.
It's going to be Zal Z versus and Mr. Jackpots versus Armor Ray and HDR.
Okay.
We're gonna see more. We're gonna see more upsets or not? Yeah. So
are you asking for my prediction?
You've been hyped on the upsets all day.
I've been hyped on the upsets. I've been rooting for them because it makes for compelling content. But I think
it's true.
So Zal and Jackpots are rock solid, right? Again, top 3 every tournament, pretty much they play in. So on paper, it's very difficult to pick against them. You have to be a crazy person. Well, I don't know. Maybe this is the day. Maybe Reem was indeed chosen by New Gundam, and this is his time. He's playing like it.
He is playing like it, for sure. So, but he's got another test with his Hot Scramble Barbados team. So we'll see if a lot of it's probably going to come down to can he dodge these funnel Gyros, right?
Yep.
Barbados is a rock solid 2K to partner with Hot Scramble, and can you stave off the aggression when they turn it up? Because it seems like whenever they need to turn up that aggression, they're able to confirm kills and get the win. So
I guess another thing is, where does Gunna ZZ fit into this? It's ZZ. The way they've been playing is they've kind of been picking 1v1s as ZZ fights the back, and New fights the front. And let's see if they stick with that or they play a more traditional game.
Double X this time from Soul's Light as well. So now satellite cannons come into play. 300
first damage is the thing.
So that's the thing is even if they are behind, satellite cannon might pull them back in if they are behind. Seeing Soul's being very aggressive with his resources. So satellite cannon is available, so if he finds himself in a situation where he is free to use it, probably just gonna rip it.
Yep.
But he's actually creating a lot of distance between him and his opponent just from these MA missiles. Good flop by Raheem in midair. Probably didn't want to deal with the guidance. He was just like, nah, you know what, I'm just gonna fight. Those missiles do add up in a lot of damage depending on how much they hit too. So, and there you go. You see 123 in the bank. They can do way more than that. It's also as well though. I think he notices his partner is getting low, and he's just trying to play defensive as much as he can.
Yeah, he's not
taking
damage. No one's pushing him.
Yeah, there's that too. I think when they see Barbados that low, they kind of just want to get that kill. Double Zeta is also running pretty low as well, so you might see some burst running come out soon. Oh, those MA missiles. See, 150 damage.
150!
You might sack can here. Barbados with the burst to confirm the kill off Double Zeta. Double Zeta didn't burst either, so you're likely going to see that burst coming in from Double Zeta too.
Yeah.
Negligible damage coming bank into Double there. So why does Double X have 700 HP? That's kind of insane.
Yeah, a little bit nutty.
All right, the sub and sits finds his way into New Gundam. I don't think he fires a single attack cannon off yet. Doesn't really need to. The sits are getting huge value, he's able to kill New Gundam there. Double Zeta finally bursting. And he's gonna recollect some of that loss.
Gonna try and pick up Barbados here. He'll go down. Still, they could have taken him out of a hole.
There's gonna be a long burst from Double Zeta since he didn't even use his first life. And here we go, the sack cannons are coming in loaded. They're coming in hot. The Double Zeta is able to get away from it, so nice on Double Zeta right there. New Gundam able to find some damage, some F-press damage, and now all of a sudden, Soul's Light is in trouble here. He's gonna go down.
Okay.
Doesn't have an F-press available though, he's gonna use it.
Yep.
Sack Cannon will probably end the game if he's able to connect onto New Gundam.
He finds it!
He's just gonna rip it onto 350 damage into
Just gonna rip it.
So I think they were a little behind in the beginning, but once he got burst and he just got those sack cans going, it was a whole other game. And as you can see, they're able to find the kill onto Double Zeta, and that's just a surprise factor. Is that you could be doing really well, and then all of a sudden you find 350 damage to the face. As we go into game number 2.
Do you have any adjustments coming here? I think the last game, the Ream team just kind of left Zal a little bit uncontested. It seemed like neither person really wanted to try and step up and pressure him. I think maybe because Ream has a very passive playstyle by default. But I think the key is not to give Double Zeta so much space in this one.
Yeah, we'll see if sack cans are going to be the turning factor, right? So
Sure.
even if landing one is huge. And if they're able to dodge them, they're going to be in a really good spot here. Airman comes in early from New Gundam. We'll see if he wants to step up here. It doesn't look like he does. Kind of just wants to use it as a protective barrier in case he makes a mistake in neutral. Both teams just trying to find the footing in neutral space right here.
A little bit of a better start.
Double Zeta is
the front
here, though. Yeah, Double Zeta is the front here. He's collecting a lot of attention. We'll see if that makes New Gundam change here. just to make sure that he doesn't take as much damage at this point.
Ooh. Stepped the wrong way.
Zuna from Barbaros is a little bit okay. He does have Pyramid up as well. And I expect him to use it here just in neutral. Double Zeta, Garo finds Barbaros.
Oh, okay.
But now they've got to stave off this burst from Double X, right? So
yeah,
we'll see,
this burst is going to be coming out from Double X.
This burst from Double Zeta is already pushing them backwards a little bit already. And New is just, just staying really consistent. Just
very safe.
trying to shoot as much as he can, but also not trying to take a lot of damage. And we see the double burst come in. I think they're trying to time that together.
They're going to try and close easy, yeah. But I think that's what they want. They want Easy to die, right?
Yeah. But
so that's not horrible for Reem.
You seeing pretty good defense come from Reem as well.
Yeah.
That CSP and like the bazooka has actually been really handy to defend against himself.
Yeah, they escaped that double burst, and they're gonna pick up the OC. Nicely done.
Yeah, Reem is playing really well defensively, just making
very well.
Doesn't take a lot of damage. He's got to get out of the corner though. What he does, he's going to be able to pick the middle of the map. But Double X doesn't have that burst because he used it already. So I think whatever damage he gets here, he's just going to have to live with.
Yep.
BTEP combo.
And he's going to pick up Zal. Nice job by Reem.
Got burst available in here as well. If he wants to, turn up the pressure here, he might have to use this defensively against Barbados.
He's gonna have to.
He dodges all of it. Barbados has to stave off a little bit too. He doesn't want to just go super aggressive. I think they're gonna try to look for this kill of Double Zeta again. Yu also has that pyramid available just to dodge some of this stuff, as he's able to actually negate the Double X missiles.
Nice catch there.
The game timer is going under a minute here, so I don't think it's going to go into a timeout situation, but it might be pretty close.
Yeah, at this point, I'm Double Zeta. I'm considering just throwing myself into them, just to come back with a burst.
Barbaros melee actually cut some of that damage from Sack Cannon, but it's going to be okay because he's got another one incoming to get the kill. And now all of a sudden we have a game. The Double Zeta is now overcosted at 130. And Double X with 325 damage from an Diamond Hammer.
I can't believe this.
Match timer at 20 seconds. So we're going to see...
Wow.
Oh, we did okay.
What a game.
Wow.
Crazy game.
What a game. Double Zeta burst able to actually find that kill. I think Zalzai really wanted to put away New Gundam, and a good read by Double Zeta just peel off.
Yeah.
And get the kill. So that was a really well played match there. Especially just with Reem adjusting to Double Zeta being that low and making sure he just doesn't take any unnecessary damage.
Yeah, I got a little scared at the end there just because it seemed like, they spent there was a long period of time where ZZ was 98 health and Reem was like 250 something and none of them took damage. And then all of a sudden they both took damage and they died. So part of me felt as if they could have spaced the death order there, but they managed to get away with it. Okay,
right,
so we got here's the tech. A lot more of a neutral look for Sago here.
The rare after X lore team, man.
Yeah, Garo.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, they don't partner together. I'm pretty sure in the show, but hey, you got two After X. You got the After X combo. Both both teams. I mean, both players with a Garaby available.
Having success with the missiles early this time.
So the thing is, if you leave one of them unchecked, you might find 300 damage to the face.
Yep. Yep.
I think for Cyber's damage capped off at like 260 something, so not as high as what Sakan is, but you really don't want to be taking that much damage. Double X is trying to keep everyone off with those MA missiles. Good pressure from Double Zeta.
Nice pressure.
Find a Garaby afterwards.